Well, here we are. It's Christmas Eve, and welcome to our thought for the day for Christmas. A few years ago now, I had the opportunity to visit the Holy Land with a group of ministers from Milton Keynes. When we got to Bethlehem, we were due to stay at a hostel, one that was run by a local school where the students at the school were learning the skills of the hospitality trade. However, when we arrived, it became quickly clear that there was a problem. Somehow there'd been a double booking and they didn't know we were coming. And so we found ourselves sitting on the steps in front of the hostel, wondering just where we would be sleeping that night. And of course, back at home, our families were having a field day, competing to be the first to send the text that said, "No room at the inn in Bethlehem." Actually, I think my other half won that competition. Now, what we learned very rapidly was that hospitality in Bethlehem is amazing. Somehow, the hostel found rooms for all of us. They squeezed us in, we were 3 to a room, and somehow they found enough food to give us really wonderful meals through the 3 days that we stayed there. It was a very blessed time, and there was room at the inn. In the course of our visit, we saw all sorts of different things, some things that were wonderful, some that were perhaps a bit disturbing. In Jerusalem, we visited a gift shop where the walls of the partition wall that separates East Jerusalem from Israel went around 3 sides of the house. The lady who lived in the house couldn't go out onto the roof of her house. And as you can imagine, in Israel, it's quite normal to go onto the roof of your house. You might go out there to dry your washing, just to enjoy the sunshine, to get some air. And she couldn't, because she was totally overlooked. And border guards in the tower of the wall would point their guns at her and shout at her to go indoors. Her freedom was very, very limited. What we live as lockdown, she lived pretty much all of the time. I bought this lovely nativity scene. Isn't it beautiful, in her shop? A classic stable scene. Mary and Joseph are at the back here, and shepherds are visiting, kings are visiting. But there's something rather special about this nativity scene that spoke to us then about the situation in Israel, but perhaps speaks to us all about how we feel about Christmas this year. This stable nativity has a separation wall in it. Suddenly, the visitors are separated from the stable. Does it feel like that for you this Christmas? I normally travel down to the south to visit friends and family at this time of year, and, well, Zoom will have to do. And for everyone's safety, it will have to do. And like many, I will be mourning the friends that we have lost to COVID this year, and be concerned about those who are unwell in hospital over Christmas. And it can feel like that. But Christmas isn't cancelled. God is still here. And the key message that we celebrate at Christmas, the reason we celebrate, is that God came to break dividing walls. God came to be with us in it all. And God's Holy Spirit can break through any dividing wall. God is with us. And so as we sing this year, perhaps the hymn, "O Come Emmanuel," has more power than ever. Emmanuel, God is with us. In it all, he is with us. May Emmanuel be with you in all things, however difficult they are. And may the blessing of Emmanuel be a presence with you in your home and with your loved ones this Christmas.